Here we have the new 2024 Buick Encore GX. This one comes in the preferred trim level in Cinnabar Metallic. And then we have the ebony with ebony accented cloth interior. Now the powertrain consists of a 1.2 liter turbocharged 3-cylinder engine. That's made it to a CVT. And I reviewed an ST about a month ago, so I wanted to kind of give you all the more basic trim here. As we come around to the front, we still get those same LED headlamps along with LED daytime running lights. So I like that look there. I like having the mirror finish right around there, and then it's still gloss black here. So surprisingly, not a lot of black plastic. It looks so elegant. That new Buick logo there. Now as we come around to the side here, I'm actually feeling these 18-inch aluminum wheels. I like the look there. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. And then over here we have our power door lock controls. We have express down on 3 windows, and then 1-touch automatic up and down on the driver's side. And then rear window lock here. And we can go through our power mirror controls there. And then we can adjust either side using the dial. And we do have blind spot monitors in those side mirrors. Then there's a bottle holder here, map pocket. And over here we have our headlamp controls, so we can toggle the auto there. Hood release. And I'm sorry if the air's blowing hard. My phone says it feels like 106 degrees out, so it's pretty hot. And then we do have our manual driver's seat here. But before we check out the rear leg room, I'm just gonna see if we can get a look at this window sticker. Y'all can pause anywhere you need to. It should come up. So the 6-way manual driver's seat, 4-way manual front passenger. And then what's great is this sticker price is only $27,430. Pretty good crash test ratings. And then 30 miles per gallon city, 31 highway, according to the EPA estimates. But I have that seat up front adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. So let's check out the space. But a huge shout out to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for letting me review this Encore GX. I'll leave a link below in the description. So there's my legroom there. Okay. I do like that we have the seat back pockets on both sides. And then down there we do have a USB-A, USB-C charge port. And there's a view of the front from back here. Dome light there. No middle fold down in the seat. Grab handle, and then we can hang 1 plastic hanger or 2 metal hangers on that hook. Now, of course, the child lock is on. There's a reason I unlocked the windows. That happens to me more often than you'd think. But the child lock, you turn that on there, and you can cut it off there, and again, on, off. Fuel fillers here. As we come around to the back end here, we have the incandescent tail lights or halogen. I always forget what kind of bulbs it is. I get confused, but you can get LEDs on them. You just have to go up to the higher trims. There might be a package that comes with the LED tail lamps as well, but I did the ST, the one I did the other week or so. It had the LED tail lights, which I think make a huge difference. I highly recommend getting them. Side pocket here, we can close that off and keep stuff in the trunk that we don't want to roll around. Spares underneath there. And just a quick look underneath the vehicle. And now we're going to come around to the rear passenger side. Show you how that seat will fold down. You just pull here. And what's cool is you actually get the seat belt. That'll hold that still. And then, well, it's supposed to, but you can fold that flat, and then that way, when you fold the seat back up, nothing gets in the way. I don't know why that's doing that, but I'll figure that later. Might be the seat belts because they're all buckled here, but that'll fold back up no problem. And then here is our front passenger seat. So if you need to have anything that needs a little space, you can just pull this up and then have the seat flat. You have a little bit more space doing that, or you can just run like 2x4s through the middle. And there is the glove compartment with owner's manuals. My gosh, it's hot out today. But as we come back around to the front, there is that 1.2 liter 3-cylinder turbocharged engine. Now let's go ahead and hop in the driver's seat. Oh, that's much better. All right, so we get a leather wrap steering wheel here, new logo. I like the horn here. Now I say that because I did an Invista this morning, and that horn sounded nothing like this. It sounds nice and sturdy, so I'm glad they went with a better horn on this one. So over to the radio here, I had to go ahead and basically finish the whole video just to notice that the air vents were going right at the mic, so I have to redo this part here, but luckily I'll be a little bit more on top of it now. So for audio, you do get AM, FM, XM, then you have Bluetooth audio. You can just add your device there. It walks you right through when you hit add phone. And you can just do everything from the phone itself. And then you also have your wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto compatibility, along with the Wi-Fi hotspot. Settings in here. So system settings, you can change your units here. Scroll down, you have US or metric. And then at the top here, we can manage our connections, whether that's Wi-Fi, phones, and then we have our date and time we can adjust, as well as our language. So we have English, I believe that's Canadian, French, and Spanish. And all of those are right in there. And then we have our vehicle settings here, so whether you want to adjust the lighting, or if you want to adjust the auto wipe in reverse gear, you can turn that on. It's just a lot that you can set up here, as well as the teen driver if you're going to have a teen driving your vehicle. Now over here, I love the gauges here. These are the trip gauges, so trip info's here, fuel economy's there, and then we have our battery voltage, coolant temperature here, and then in the maintenance tab, we have oil life, engine air filter life, and then we have the tire pressure monitors, as well as the brake pad life. So you can go in there and fool with all of that. And then backup cameras here, guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. And you can turn those off by hitting this button here. And then volume knob on the side, adjust up and down. You can just click the power button to mute. And then down here, hazards, and then those flash. Well, this light flashes along with the turn signals when you have those on, so I like that. And then we can adjust temperature here for the AC, toggle that on and off, adjust fan direction, defrosters, close the vents off, then we can adjust the actual fan speed with this right knob. The 12 volt right there, USB-C, USB-A duo there, storage pocket for your phone while it's charging, and then you have the auto stop toggle, the lane keep assist with lane departure, as well as the traction control there. And then bottle holders. Now for the shifter, hit this lever behind, pull down, reverse, neutral drive, and you can shift manually in low gear. And of course, with it being a CVT, it just kind of changes the rev points. So it'll show you that bottom part as you go through that. And then there's an electronic parking brake. Just pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. Storage pocket here. Center console cubby space, excuse me. Removable tray, and then plenty of storage down in there. And there's a view of the back seat from up here. And over here we do have the dome lights. We can turn those on and off. Now back to the steering wheel. Blinkers there. With the low beams on, we can toggle the high beams there. Automatic high beams, you can turn those on and off there, and then just pull up to flash the high beams there. And then windshield wiper controls, that's one time off, or intermittent, excuse me, low, high, and then off is right here. And we have our rear wipers here, intermittent on. And then you just pull back, or push back for the rear wiper fluid, pull up for the front wiper fluid. And then to the steering wheel itself, cruise controls, cancel, you can adjust speed, forward collision alert, gap adjust there. And then we have our voice recognition mute button, and then we can use our shortcuts here. When Bluetooth is activated, that'll be your Bluetooth button, and then hold that, and you can pull up your audio sources and then use this as a scroll bar. And when neither one of these is up, you can hold this here, let off, and then it'll give you different gauge faces you can choose from. So my favorite is gauge 2. If I can get it to come up. And that is this, because you can see it gives you like a tachometer there, and then you can see your speed and nice big numbers, and then I have the fuel gauge here, and then the engine temperature there. And then behind the steering wheel on the left side, you can go through your track list, radio station presets. Behind the steering wheel on the right side, volume up, volume down. Push button start. Finally, here's the key fob with that nice Buick logo on the lock button there. But next, let's go ahead and take this Encore GX Preferred out on the road for a test drive.